Hi everyone, my name is Maor and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about effortlessness. Oh, I just love this word, effortlessness. How does that make you feel vibrationally wise? When I say effortlessness, and again, effortlessness, without any need for effort. It makes you feel kind of good, doesn't it? It makes you feel like maybe all of life should be in this way. And it is actually. Nature is without effort. You can be without effort. Now, what does that mean? For example, many times we think about solving a riddle, don't we? We think about solving a problem in our life and we find that it's very, very difficult. But then we let it go and we let go of wanting to solve it, any problem in our life, or we understand that we have overthought about it and we're thinking in circles. And then we're moving and shifting from our mind into the heart and into the subconscious, saying, you know something? God is going to give me the solution. Or you know something? I'm going to let it go because I just don't feel like thinking about it anymore. And then the solution kind of pops up in the morning after you went to sleep, or if you took your dog on a walk, or you just took 10 minutes to rest. I know because in one of my jobs, I work as an IT programmer as well as a spiritual guide. And in the IT programmers, I noticed that a lot of times when I'm overthinking a problem, when I let it go and really forget about it and move on to something else, the solution just offers itself. Or the next time I try to work on it, I will find it much faster. Meaning, something has happened. What actually happened is that I gave up trying to solve it. And I made it effortless. Meaning, I stopped thinking about it because when I'm thinking about it, when I'm trying too hard, I'm making an effort. And when I'm making an effort, I'm actually fighting reality. I'm fighting existence or God or the creation because things should be actually very, very easy for me. It's called the path of least resistance. If you've ever listened to Deepak Chopra in his early days talk about that. Meaning, if I'm finding that I'm resisting all the time, I'm probably doing something wrong. Unless resistance has part of my lesson, is part of my lesson here, and that's what I need to do right now. For example, up to about 6 years ago, I believed or I had a belief system that things should be hard for me if I want to learn from them. That's because I'm a veteran. I was 5 years in the military. I grew up in a kind of a harsh society, I would say, and I believed that I should have things tough on me if I really want to get the best out of it. And then I made a switch, and then I realized that I don't need things to be tough on me. I became much more easy with my students, easy with the participants in my workshops, and I noticed that the easier I make it for them, the easier the transition is for what I'm teaching, is which usually pranic living. So, what is effortlessness? What is the path of least resistance? Imagine that in your life, you're waking up next to a person, next to a partner that you no longer enjoy. Imagine that you're working a job that is harsh on you, that doesn't represent who you are in this lifetime. Now, the excuse will be, or the mind will tell you, that I need the money, or that I have a family, or that I'm doing it because this is life. Life sucks. Life is hard. And all these are like mind-boggling limitations that we've put upon ourselves. Actually, the path of least resistance is the path of the higher consciousness and the higher vibration. When we are constantly choosing to do the things that excite us the most, we're doing them without any effort. Actually, the only effort is thinking, what should I do right now? What should I do right now? What should I do right now in any given moment? And following the path of our excitement. Now, the two biggest things or two biggest obstacles usually for a human being is the relationship he's in and the job that he chooses. And if those two are not in harmony, then we're probably fighting reality in some way and we are having an effort waking up in the morning because we're not pleased, an effort walking into our car sometimes, an effort living life. And life should really be a constant pension, meaning we should just be retired from a very young age in our mind. It doesn't mean that we don't work. It means that we enjoy our work. It means that we enjoy our company. We enjoy our partners. We enjoy our children. We enjoy life because life is about enjoyment. But if you ask yourself, how much am I enjoying life? How much am I doing from the 100% time that I'm awake? How much of that time am I doing things that I really, really enjoy? You will find that most people will say, if they're true with themselves, about 10 to 20%. Because 80% of the time we're traveling to our work, we have obligations, we have money issues that we need to resolve, we are working on different things that we don't really enjoy. So that's like 80% obligation, 20%, and that's good. That's like average good. Some don't even have 5% of enjoyment. And I'm not talking about the end of the day when you're completely tired and you come back home and you relax with your food in front of a television. I'm not talking about that. That is not enjoying yourself. That's just that's just like the massage you should get after a very good practice. That's the enjoyment I'm talking about. It's about going to the beach and enjoying yourself. It's about reading a good book. It's about not being harassed to do anything but the things that you really want. It's like being on vacation, but a true vacation, not that once in a year 10-day vacation that you take, but living life in a way that you do have time for that effortlessness that I'm talking about. So think about the path of least resistance for you. Think about what it is that you are arguing with reality about, because reality is always showing you different pathways to a different future, a future with a better harmony. It's showing you through your feelings and through your intuition. You will immediately feel with a person if he's good for you or not. You will immediately feel with a teacher if he's the right type of teacher to teach you, to take you to the next step for you or not. You will feel it. Now, don't ignore that intuition. And again, I have a few videos about in raising your intuition, about raising your kundalini, which will also raise your intuition. I don't want to go into that a lot, but I do want you to understand that becoming effortlessness, meaning we stop thinking that much. It doesn't mean we become dummies. It just means that, for example, me right now, I'm just talking. I don't know what's going to come out next. I just know it's going to come and it's going to be feasible and understandable for everyone that's going to listen to this video. And I know that my frequency will attract the right type of people to this type of moment. We call that synchronicity of the universe. We call that a deeper understanding of how things actually work. Why do I do that? Do I plan anything ahead? No, because planning requires effort. Now, it doesn't mean that I go about my life without knowing what's going to happen. I put the milestones up, and then I let the universe create it in the best possible way. I set up a workshop, and I know the right type of people will be pulled to that workshop because they will just notice it. They will have a vibration. They will automatically get my videos. They will see a commercial. They will find me in some way. And that's just me. It can be about anything in our life. Sometimes we will just think that we need, for example, if I say to myself, I need a new motorcycle, reality will create it in the best effortless way for me. Sometimes I won't understand it. Sometimes I might have an accident with my current motorcycle. It will crash and then I'll say, oh, it's time to buy a new one. Sometimes I'll just suddenly have an abundance of money coming my way and I'll decide that I want to spoil myself and I want to upgrade one of my a car or a motorcycle or buy my wife something beautiful. So effortlessness actually means that I do know what I want, but I'm not making such big of an effort to get it. If we are fighting all the time, if we are arguing all the time, if we're the type of person that always gossips and always sees the negative in things, we're actually making an effort. We're actually in a lower vibration, and it's time for us to be more aware of ourselves and to work on those different aspects of ourselves. It's time for us to be without any effort. Think about the things in your life that you feel you're making a big effort, that you're actually having a lot of actions to gain. Now, I'm not talking about a job, for example, where you do need to do a lot of things, which is very, very normal. I'm talking about the type of things that you feel that you're overdoing, type of things that it's sort of like chasing after a girl or a girl chasing after a man that doesn't really want you. And you feel like you're overdoing it. You feel like you're doing too many things, and that creates a big effort. And it doesn't feel like it's right in your heart. You feel like it should be effortless. Another way of understanding effortlessness is to try to monitor yourself and see in which parts of your life you're actually struggling with reality. Some of us struggle with reality on a day-to-day basis. Some of us struggle with reality because we watch the news. Some of us struggle with our relationship. Some of us struggle with our bodies. Some of us struggle with our weight. Some of us struggle with the way we look. Some of us struggle with our parents. And then try to see where it can be effortless, where you don't have to have a struggle, where you just decide, you choose to give up. You choose to let go of the struggle. Choose to let go of the struggle. It is a conscious choice. And you will notice that people around you, in the beginning, they won't understand. But after a while, you will see how much comfort and tranquility it brings you. And then they will see how much comfort and tranquility it brings you. And then they will want to ask you, how did you do it? How did you change? And then you will tell them, it's quite easy. I let go. Letting go of who we think we are to become who we truly are. Letting go of the struggle to become more of who we are and to become in a high vibration. Because the struggle keeps us down. Because the struggle keeps us frustrated, actually. So thank you very much for watching me. My name is Maor. If you enjoyed this video, please share it or simply like it.